In this video, we're going to be giving you some advice on how to grow your clothing brand. This episode is going to have tons of gems for you to use in your business or clothing brand. I was fortunate enough to have the Playsome team come in today for a podcast episode so we can talk about how they were able to grow their brand. I do encourage you guys to comment any questions you have throughout the show. Enjoy the episode and don't forget to subscribe for more clothing brand videos. Let's get right into it.
I appreciate you guys pulling up. I've been talking about doing this for a while. We finally made it happen. If I didn't just pull the trigger, bro, I don't know if I would have ever done this because I was waiting for the perfect moment and
there's no perfect moment.
you know what I mean? Eventually I'm like, bro, I just gotta do it. But what made me take it more serious was you put on your stories a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, you were in your car and you were just talking about how far you came and you know which post I'm talking about?
No, exactly.
Bro, you are super, super resilient and you making shit happen, which is why I wanted you. This is my first episode, right?
Okay.
I wanted you to be the first one because we started this at the same exact time. We were doing the music, you were doing the music, I was shooting your music videos. And then around the same time, we just started the same thing without even connecting with each other. We were just started it and then we just seen it.
Consistency for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then I met my boy Austin. What role do you play in Playsome?
I am the graphic designer. I've done everything, literally from the ground up. Logo, started.
He's been at me day one.
Yeah, day one.
Our first pop-up, we remember we were sitting outside with it was 100 degrees. We were sitting outside some little, yeah, bro, no canopy. We had samples. We had put vinyl on socks, so if you put them on, they would.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had literally samples, and we were just seeing, and people were like, "Oh, can I buy this?" And I was like, "I can't get."
Did I make those socks?
I think you did.
And I told you, I was like, "Hey, bro."
I still have them. I still have them, and they're not worn, they're not touched. I still have.
Because you were like, "Hey, bro, can you put vinyl on socks?" And I'm like, "You could, but for a sample,
yeah.
I would say to wear. I don't know. That's crazy that you still have."
That's exactly how we started. It was just a concept, and people were saying yes to it, and then we were just kind of like, "All right, let's do it." Actually, I have the socks on. Oh shit! I actually had the socks on, the Playsome socks that were kind of like the.
Those are screen prints?
Yeah. These are what, you know what I mean? That those turn. Yeah, those turn into, you know what I'm saying? So, long time coming.
So let's go to the moment right before you decided to start your clothing brand. What were you doing and what was it that made you even get the idea to start? Not necessarily when you started, but when it first popped up in your mind.
Oh, when I was a kid, for sure.
Also, okay.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I wanted something to do with clothes. So whatever that entailed, you know what I mean? I was super down. I've brand ambassador for so many brands in LA when I lived there. I've worked jobs here for other brands, and I've worn many hats for other clothing brands other than myself. You know what I mean? So when it came to and the right idea was brought to me through my friend Kyle, and we kind of decided on a name. And I just said, you know what? Because I was going by Only J. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just jump into it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Yeah, you say that. You rebranded it clean because I forgot.
Yeah,
see? But that's how you know it was a good transition.
You gotta jump all in, and you gotta own it. Otherwise, people won't own it with you. You know what I mean? So if you do something I don't see you're fully behind it, what makes you think I'm gonna get fully behind it? So, I think it was just the timing, having the right guy around the computer to make my crazy.
So you were there from the beginning.
He picked out the font, the font of this.
Yeah.
We had
iconic.
There was a few fonts.
That's what people say all the time. The Y is what stands out. The whole logo is just so cohesive. It makes sense.
How'd you come up with Playsome? Because it fits perfect with the whole Vegas aesthetic and just the whole you know what I'm saying.
My friend Kyle, who I even helped with his brand. He had a brand called Correct Clothing, and it was actually happening in Long Beach. And I was modeling for him and doing all this stuff, and so I always just kind of looked for him for guidance as far as just insight and, you know what I mean, just should I do this, should I do that, even with music, you know what I mean. I just really value his opinion, and he kind of bestowed upon me the idea of Playsome, and kind of just hey, not my time's done, but I can see you running with this, and I kind of just ran with it, you know what I mean. And like I said, we're a team. There's 3 of us in it, you know what I mean. I consider myself more of the point guard. I kind of facilitate, you know what I mean. He makes it happen on the computer, and like I said, everyone plays their position. So I think he trusted me with that, and I think it was just the way the universe was happening at the right time. You know what I mean. I needed a shift of a pivot to do something else, and he, you know what I mean. It was just a breath of fresh air for him from his other clothing brand because he doesn't do it anymore. So I think it was just a transition for everybody. Like he got to transition to somebody now who I see a totally different person. You know what I mean? Like just the way he carries himself. You know?
Crazy what this clothing brand thing will do, huh?
Yeah, no,
it's the
bruh.
same effect that he's talking about, bro. I feel that same effect, bro.
It just changed everybody's life. Like just the way I was thinking. You know what I mean? I had never had an LLC before this. Like so, it was just the right time, and the universe gave us something that was ready to like just blossom, and we just kind of ran with it. And like I said, we put our feet down and said, this is what we're gonna do, and if you guys don't like it, then
that's not for you.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
That's the thing about when you say like if you don't like it, it's cool because like people don't realize like how powerful it is to hyper focus on a niche. People try to reach everybody and try to please everybody because they think that like if they think too small, they're not gonna get the sale. They're not gonna. Bro, that's like the complete opposite.
As a person, I want to make everyone happy, and I feel like as a human, you want to make everyone happy. I think that's just something that you want to do, but it's not possible. And so, something that Kyle, my friend, told me, like one of our other partners, is that make clothes you would wear, and I have held on to that and just held on to it as tight as I could because it's true. Because I trust my intuition, I trust his intuition.
Then you don't gotta sell it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're gonna wear it.
Fine.
You know what I mean? So, and I trust our own intuition. So, you know what I mean? And I know from other things that good product will sell itself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I really don't got to do too much.
This is the legal trap, bro. Like,
easy, bro. Like,
it's honestly like funny how many people came from that lifestyle.
Oh man,
and transition to this shit. Because when I was doing that, bro, I would be like the one that would like package it all nice film it nice for Snapchat. Put a little background.
I was giving good deals. Like, yeah, I was animated as a dealer, right?
And I get to do that now, just with the clothes, like the packaging. Yeah. In a happy way. I get that ick out. When you first started, what was like some of the obstacles that you encountered, like in the early stages?
You say, definitely like more so. I mean, finding the right manufacturer, right? Because obviously, anyone can go grab a blank and then put whatever they want on it, you know? But our thing is all about quality. Yeah. So quality has been what we stand by the most. And it's like, well, if you want to be in certain places, right? You want your brand to be, you know, this, and that. Well, it's got to meet the par, you know? So
like, what type of problems, like, do these manufacturers give you?
Honestly, from what we've dealt with, it's been like, because obviously it's overseas, right? So there's a little bit of a barrier there. And it's like just honestly sizing and whatnot, and then them getting certain colors right and placement and everything. And it's like I'm giving it all to them, you know, but sometimes they're not quite getting it.
So like you guys are prepared for manufacturers, and I'm sure in the beginning you already had your stuff correct to communicate with them, right? Like your tech packs, all that good stuff. Most people, like most clothing brand owners, like they're a lot younger than us, and they're not understanding what goes into talking to a manufacturer.
Yeah.
That's why, like,
you be exact.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I bought my e-press and learned at home, so that way I understand how to talk to these manufacturers. I know what colors go together. I know what silhouettes go together. Like, because for like early clothing brand owners, like especially the younger ones, they don't come prepared like how you guys did in the beginning. So they're finding out all these problems like the hard way. Like, oh, they messed up the location, they messed up the sizing, they messed up the color. And like when you're starting out, bro, and you don't even have that much money, that will drown you. That'll demotivate you to like quit, bro. And I feel like that's like a reason why a lot of people end up quitting, because there's just a lot, bro. And these manufacturers will have you ripping your hair out. Like, you know what I mean? Well, like, what did you guys have ready? Like, even now, like when you're talking to a manufacturer, like what type of things do you have ready? And I'm asking because I want to make sure that the audience knows what they should have in order when they're talking to these manufacturers.
Well, from my point of view, right? I have
explain what you do.
Yeah. So
explain what you need to have ready for me.
So when you're ready to get everything printed,
he's comfortable. He leaned in. He was like,
"Let me do what I do."
But you're ready to get everything printed, whether it be, you know, like your embroidery, DTG, screen print, whatever. You got to make sure, one, you have your mock-up, because your mock-up is your example to show them so they can get like a precise, you know, accurate reading, understanding of what you're wanting, right? So you got to break it down to them. And then on top of that, within that mock-up, you got to let them know exact sizes of where you want everything, and then dimensions, all that, and then aside from that, then you gotta have your PNGs and your PDF files of just the files that are going to get printed. So like, you gotta come prepared. Everything has to be there, ready for them to get the job done, because they're not gonna do it for you.
All the unfun
They
stuff.
will not. They're not gonna do it for you.
Or they'll notice you're a noob and just finesse you.
Yeah,
They're like, oh yeah,
they'll half-ass it. Or you know what I mean? They'll be like, all right, well, here's this. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. We'll be honest. Didn't they try to get us?
they're gonna try.
No, they not.
They're gonna.
No, they tried to, because there was this like it was a small shirt and the graphic was big, and oh, do you mind if it runs into the
Make sure you get your samples, people.
yeah, like, do you mind if it runs into the shoulder? I can't believe you printed it. Like, it matters.
Like, I feel like common sense gotta.
every other T-shirt don't touch the you know what I mean, the sewing right there. Then I'm like, no, that's not. They made the graphic go through the seam. It is like cut it off. But like I said, they'll cut a corner if you let
They'll
them.
try. Yeah.
So we want to get it done right. And like I said, you said earlier, I'm huge on quality. No disrespect to Gildan or, you know what I mean, Shaka, but those are very obtainable, and that's not something I want.
Like the Shaka blanks.
Yeah.
Like which ones though? Because I really like the Super Max.
Don't get me wrong. I love them for their collar. Like, I think if you're doing black T-shirts, like, you know what I mean, like skate.
Because I know they got the cheaper ones. The ones are like $3-4.
they're great quality. But I'm saying for me, what I know is going to set me apart is not to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So now, what I like pride myself on, and I sounded crazy earlier, but I'm like, I want you to close your eyes in your closet. I want you to be able to touch my T-shirt and be like, oh, that's my Playsome tee. And that's because my T-shirt, no one has my T-shirt in Vegas. I think there might be only one person who I got my manufacturer from that would have my
Is it your own? Is it a cut and sew piece?
Yeah, it's a cut.
Oh,
So there's nothing like my T-shirt, and that's something I want to pride myself on. And when we make our quantities, we make them about 25 to 30 only each style of T-shirt, so that way it holds its value, and there's not a lot floating out there. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people have, even though we sold out, I think people have thought we were lying when we said we wouldn't like re-up and restock, and it's because I want this shirt to hold value. And I want it to sell out. Yeah. And I want to keep creating. I don't want to have to keep doing the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Like,
But
he's saying, I mean, that's like kind of providing the want right there. You know, you got to keep people engaged, because you can't keep doing the same thing forever. It's not.
We left money on the table. He'll tell you, and he told me I've told him.
I've called him crazy.
Yeah,
I did, because I'm like, you could go so much further. But
It's chess.
it's
Chess.
long game. It's a marathon. You know what I mean? And like I said,
Because I've definitely had those situations where I'm like, because I create content, like I've had situations where like brands try to put certain products in my hand, and it sounds really good, but then I got to look at like the long term, and I'm like, man, that makes sense right now, but like in a couple months, that might not necessarily make sense. I think that's really dope what you said, because I haven't heard that yet, where you want people to close their eyes and feel it. That's fair, bro.
You can tell some of your clothes. You can, like your hoodies and stuff like that. When you touch
Because
that,
most people are cared about like,
well, you got to think
what it looks like.
You got to think about,
you know?
and you got to think about who you want to sell to. I want to sell to celebrities. I want to sell to people who have money. You know what I mean? That's what I want my clientele to be. And I mean, obviously, I want anyone to be able to take my T-shirt, but who I would like to have in my clothes, like anybody else, is celebrities. Celebrities have Louis, Gucci, Amiri in their closet. If they touching all your clothes and they touch a damn Shaka tee and a damn Gildan tee, it's just gonna come off different. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna,
facts,
and
bro.
it's not gonna be the same.
That's a really good way to look at it.
And I'm saying you could touch my T-shirt. My T-shirts are cut. So get some. And this is a sample too. So we can. Yeah, I have these samples. So this is like almost a year and a half old.
Yeah.
So this is
That's a year and a half old.
This is this sample.
How many times you washed it?
I don't dry my clothes, so that's right.
And you guys shouldn't, by the way.
Yeah, don't dry your anything. Don't.
It looks good.
Tumble dry low and turn it inside out.
Even then, I'm like,
Even that, like I smelled it out. Like,
I'm like, maybe that's it. 2 minutes, I'm good. I'll hang it.
on our new tags, it says,
inside out too.
on our new tags we have come with our new T-shirt. It says, "Wash cold, hang dry," and it's true. I don't do none of that. But like I said, like I want you to be able to feel the quantity or the quality of it, and I just want you to be able to put that up there with the higher fashion brands, the GCM.
That's dope.
The higher GCM, you know what I mean? That's more of the high quality brands are more expensive, but I'm down to.
Well, if you think about it, bro, like, cause I when I started, since I was making content, I was buying mad Gildans because I was just making content with them. I wasn't selling them. It was literally
It's a place for them,
right? So, but I wasn't educated on planks at that time, anyways. So once I did, and I realized how much better the quality is for how much more it is. Bro, it's such a good investment. Like, it's literally for how many washes it survives. It's not even worth getting like a Gildan or like anything. Like,
They shrink.
yeah, bro, you're gonna end up spending more money buying more shirts. Like, as a consumer, right? Like, if somebody's buying off of someone's clothing brand and the shirts are cheap, like that $40 shirt versus like a $25 shirt that's Gildan, that $40 shirt's gonna outlast that times however many shirts you would have bought, if that makes sense.
My clothes, I was telling him, they'll last you forever. Like, and when you buy designer, that usually if you take care of it, it'll last you forever.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, like this T-shirt was the first T-shirt we ever made of this. It's the sample. I've sweat in it. I've had a summer in it. You know what I mean? It's still together. There's no cracking. You know what I mean? And there's no sweat stains. Like, you know what I mean? So it's for us. That's everything. And what also I love about what we have going is that when you buy the quality, it stays there. Like you said, I don't want that T-shirt that you bought for $80 to be, you know what I mean, to fade away in 4 or 5 because they won't come back. And that's something we have. People that came back.
See the collar.
Yeah, like we're still good. We're still good. We're still good. Like, but that's what we have reoccurring customers, and that's because they like what they bought and they're coming back again. And so that's how I know that we've set it up for the right for it to grow.
Yeah. You said you wanna you see a certain audience wearing your clothes. That does reflect in your photo shoots and your video shoots. What process do you take when you're planning out these shoots for your drops?
Whatever comes to my mind, and honestly, it's crazy. Like we even shot a music video. I was at the Pop shit I shot. We were drunk there one night, and I saw the security cam, and I was like, we should shoot a video here. And like, it's kind of just being outside. You know what I mean? And I think I write crazy stuff down on my phone when I'm drinking or when I'm smoking or something like that. And sometimes it's crazy when you wake up the next day. Sometimes it's like, oh, you kind of had a point there. Like, so I think this is about keeping track of your ideas and not letting them go to waste too. Because I believe ideas are for everybody.
Yeah.
And I believe that everyone can pick your idea out if you don't act on it.
That's so crazy that you say that, bro. So I feel like, yeah. A lot of creatives have dealt with that where they're just like, bro, I had this unique ass idea and I slept on it and then I saw somebody do it. And they're like, that shit was too unique. There's no way. It is like, because, bro, that shit was in the cloud. Somebody was just like...
It's happened. It's happened to us. So we'll talk about it off camera, but there's something that happened.
Yeah.
We're just like... But like I said, you have to be ready to act. Like you said, just jump in. Anything that you want perfect is not going to be perfect. Something's going to go wrong. So it's like, be ready for that. Yeah. So if you're... aim for perfection, but just know that stuff's going to go wrong.
No, that's dope. So the third person you have on your team, what is his task?
My friend Kyle. I would say he is just kind of an overseer. We don't even really have titles. Like,
yeah.
Like, and that's something, that's another thing too that I tell him. There's no titles for us. We're all the same. Because I play on teams like my whole life. And
so you understand the concept of...
Yeah, I want everyone to feel a part. And then I think everyone on the team works best when they feel like they're right there with you and they're neck and neck with you. And so Kyle lives in Long Beach, and otherwise he would be here. But you know what I mean? I'm huge on that. I speak highly of them when they're not around. You know what I mean? I try to mention them that it's not just...
That's rare in a group of homies, bro.
Well, yeah, you heard me tell the homie like before you got here. Oh, it's a team though. You know what I mean? And it's true because it takes a village. And I've tried doing things by myself. Not that I wasn't successful, but I've realized it's easier. Things move a little faster.
Especially if you have a community you're serving, you're doing them injustice if you're not... Because that's something that I'm struggling on right now is delegating tasks, bringing people on, delegating tasks. Like in reality, my boy back here, he has a clothing brand, HDMLV, super dope.
Is that a t-shirt he has on?
No, not that one. He should have his brand on though. But he's like one of the first people I'm bringing on to like help me figure out how I can even delegate tasks. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to ask you about your team because I'm about to enter that because I have a lot of moving pieces and I've perfected every area of it, but I've hit that ceiling where like I'm maxed out. I can't grow right now unless I start bringing people on because I have a community I gotta serve. So if I'm not doing that, they're missing out, bro. Because I have people like literally are relying on my videos
to transitioning right now.
Right now, that's why I was like, let me ask you some of these questions because I don't know how to delegate tasks. I don't know how to offload some of the stuff that I'm doing and give it to somebody else. I'm trying to figure out how to do that because I'm a solo motherfucker, you know, like.
And I feel that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I make to-do lists, and sometimes I share my to-do list with them. And like, so if I go, hey, can anyone? Because I don't really like asking for help because I know I could do it, but I know I'm gonna go crazy doing it. And I probably get a little angry sometimes in the chat, and I just sound like I'm just kind of like venting because I am working very hard and I'm dealing with overseas manufacturers, and my money's in a lot of places that I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like we have over $2,000 in China right now. We don't have it. I mean, it's been there for 3-4 hours. Yeah, so it's like you know what I mean. So it's like, and I still gotta pay some more. So it's like, are you ready for that? You know what I mean? And I feel like to ask for help is okay. I ask him all the time for help, especially and I try it though myself. I think that's a big thing. Try it yourself, so that way you know what comes with it, the headache. Like you said, you know all the stuff to do with all the heat press and stuff like that. So now you know. So when you do ask for help, you know the right questions to ask. You know what I mean? You're not like, hey, do this for me. Like he still makes cover art for me, and I'll make cover art just to show him that I tried. And he'll be like, yeah, just to show that I've tried. And like, hey, I like this way. And the Ace hats, I was drawing by hand hats out. Like, you know what I mean? And we had some.
I was there in the living room with him. He was making horrible sketches.
Yeah, like when I'm trying. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's huge for anybody, is especially for yourself. That way, at the end of the day, you can say, hey, maybe it didn't work my way, and maybe his worked a little better. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. I think that's something, as an adult, I've kind of grew on more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it'll make your life easier too. And counting on people is awesome.
Yeah, because honestly, like, to make this podcast successful, I need content, right? So that's why I had him come on. Like, without him helping me do that intro scene where we're walking in, I might have missed out on that, and that could be potentially a reason why I got that first initial watch time that made the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? It's just it all counts, and without that, I couldn't have. Yeah. I wouldn't have had that. You know what I mean?
See, like right now, like I'll say about, because I've seen you grow your like TikTok channel, your YouTube, is like what I think maybe. And like I said, I don't know anything.
No, I
don't know anything.
No, I'm open-minded.
I love that you're trying stuff like this, and I think you should try as much stuff like this in many ways and have your hands out, because God forbid 3 of them work out of the 6 that you tried.
Well, that's kind of how it is right now.
God forbid like 2 of them, you know what I mean? So now you have other lanes that you could tap into, and it's like, because right now you have an audience on YouTube and TikTok. So it's like, okay, this is for me.
Yeah.
I've seen other TikTok. I get tired of some people that kind of just, you kind of see them doing the same thing. They just kind of never just get, you know what I mean? It kind of just, after a while, it kind of just goes. Like anything in life. You can see a rapper like this, you know what I'm saying? One hit song. Next thing you know,
it's funny that you say that. I've maintained not doing that by like every day looking at my analytics and making sure that shit goes like this. If it plateaus, I literally go in and I figure out, okay,
trying stuff and keep doing stuff that's like, oh, well, I don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that work will continue to keep that going. Like I would tell him, like, even though like I have music out or we have clothes out, we already have stuff out in the fall. Like I'm staying busy and I'm not letting that lapse. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest with you, when I first had my like the kind, I don't know if you want to call it viral or whatever, when it my first song that I did with that went to No Jumper, I mean that was viral back in the days.
I remember that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? At that point, what I should have done, and this is me getting a second chance at life again, I should have had merch. I should have made more songs. I should have had a project ready. I should have had videos ready.
It just sucks though, if you don't know. You don't know.
I didn't know. I'm having a great time. I'm going to strip clubs. They're inviting me there. I'm getting rooms. I'm getting limousines with bottles, and I'm having such a good time. I'm not recording music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay. And then once that song went, I'm thinking, okay, my next song's gonna be a hit. It's not really how it goes all the time.
You know, people still think that way right now and today. In this moment.
And I had to happen to me. Like it had, like I said, at that time. After that, I needed a pivot, because that's what I was doing. It's not that it wasn't working, but it was like it was the same thing. So it was a time for me to pivot and kind of give me a chance to start free. I think they say like when you like start free, it's also like a second chance, because now you can like do whatever.
Well, and you got a whole shed full of tools, skills, because everything that failed that I did in the past, I'm still using something that I learned in that moment to make
my connection.
This stuff
my connection
right now,
as I use from making the music and stuff like that. That's something that I have, that I'm allowed to reach out to these celebrities and these athletes too. So that's another blessing. That's kind of like, I kind of grew up with athletes and some people that turned into be celebrities, like Gary Payton. I played middle school ball with him, you know what I'm saying? So me and him like locked in like that. So, you know what I mean? Just growing up with people in Vegas is a blessing too. So people going out and venturing into that stuff, it's cool.
How do you get your merchandise in a lot of these celebrities' hands? Or like, I know now it's obviously you're plugged in where you can, but like in the beginning, how did you like get that first initial?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm just in the same place they are, and I have it. You know what I mean? And I have it on me. That's huge.
That's big, bro. That's what you're saying right now is huge, bro. Is like you gotta have that merch
Yeah.
on you, bro. Because
But-
there was times, bro, I saw like, bro, I was telling myself, this was like 2 years ago, I was telling myself, oh, I need to have merch on me. I need to have merch on me, right? One day I freaking see Mike Tyson on the strip, and I'm like, I don't have no merch on me.
That day haunts you a little.
Bro, I'm talking about it right now because
Yeah.
he's such a cool dude, and I'm sure he would have just, you know, appreciated just me giving it to him or whatever for a clip or whatever. Like, and I would never know.
Yeah.
It's like, especially in Vegas, bro. Like, people come in and out of these hotels. Like, some of the people that I met like shooting was literally from just walking through a hotel with my camera in my hand.
I think it's Vegas. To be honest with you. People
Oh,
here,
for sure,
I don't really
bro.
gotta go places. Like you hear, like see people on TikTok. I drove here to go see my favorite rapper to try. I don't got to do that. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna come here every other weekend.
It's true.
So I'm either cool with the DJ where we're at the like day club or the nightclub,
You get a heads
and
up.
we're behind there. You know what I'm saying? Like, or time and place too is huge. And I think I have the gift of gab too, so it's like I can go up and talk to somebody and just be like I can make them feel like I'm not coming at you crazy, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but I've also gave stuff and it doesn't land. Like I've gave this to OGZ at what was that? The tobacco con.
Stizzy.
Yeah, this whatever trade show that was here, the champs. I gave him clothes. It didn't land. Yeah, we gave it to Drewski and DC Young Fly, and it sometimes you just have to be ready to take that L too. Like you know what I mean? So I gave them a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Almost like you kind of like know. You just hope for the best when you send it off. You know what I mean? So
And now it's easier because it's already out there.
try to get PO boxes and try to get people's addresses if you can. You know what I mean? Some people are weird to give them out because it's their mailing address, but it doesn't hurt to ask. You know what I mean? Or if it's asked for a PO box.
Yeah, you know what works too, bro, is I've gone on people's lives. Like I've like influencers or people that are big, and I'll literally ask them like, "Hey, bro, what's your PO box?" They'll see it, and I've almost every time they've literally been like, "Oh, bro," they'll tell me, or they'll be like, "Oh, it's over here. That's where you can see it." And
Yeah.
I don't know, shit.
Well, I'll give a little gem out too. Like if you see someone fly, go to like their following because they're not really following a lot of people. Probably following stylists or something. So
Yeah, write that one down.
they might be following a stylist or somebody that's close to them. Somebody with less followers you can get to.
What type of like besides like photo shoots and video shoots, like what type of content do you make to try to get sales or just engagement in general?
We want to be active. I'm huge on that. Active. Just being healthy too. So I don't know. We want to be edgy, but we also don't want to be corny. So it's kind of whatever we're feeling. I know it sounds weird, but everything feels different when you have the clothes in hand, and you know what I mean. You can talk about what you want to do, but we kind of let it just come to us, and we want it to be organic of what we really do in everyday life too. So if it's going out to the club or gambling, like our pay to play, we shot in the casino. You know what I mean? We're always in the casino.
And you got the finesse, obviously, be quick, huh?
No, this legal now. You can
To shoot in the casino?
film in the casinos while you gamble now.
Go up to like a table.
Hold on.
You
Is
could
that on paper?
nah, cause you don't see people
'Cause I-
on
bro.
TikTok gamble all the time.
Yeah, but that's on your phone. It's more incognito.
No,
I'm just saying, I've gotten kicked out of hotels for last.
You can have phones at the table. Like if you were on your phone gambling like this,
Because I've gotten kicked out of hotels for like 15 years, bro, shooting music videos.
it just became a thing because you used to have your phone.
I'm gonna look that up because I'm skeptical. Like,
You're
wait,
gambling on your phone. They would tell you to put your phone away, but now
there was one time where I was just walking out, and I was just going to my car in the parking garage, and like they had it was down. I forgot what casino it was. It was downtown, and they had like dope chandeliers, dope art. So I was just like literally taking a picture of the dope ass chandeliers. Like I was like, that's a dope chandelier. That's a dope piece of art. Like it was like just installments that they had, and I was just walking like this, boom, boom. I make it to the garage, bro. Tell me why like 6 bodyguard ass dudes like come in like. They don't grab me too aggressive, but they were definitely like, yo, and then they like surrounded me, and they thought that I was taking pictures of their cameras so I could find out where their cameras were so I could just plot on them. And I was like, bro, I was taking
I know it's kind of crazy,
bro, I was like, I'm taking pictures of the art, like, and I bro, but it was that serious. That's when I was like, man, what is going on? Like,
we got kicked out for shooting in the where did we get at Caesar's Palace with Ashton.
Hold on. In our defense, we're on the.
It was packed in there, right? Yeah, we were on the fountain doing crazy. But like I said, you got to do it fast and do it, and
But they were cool. Like we were still filming after that too.
Yeah,
Where was it? Was it in the casino or like?
Nah, we were shooting it like next in the forum.
Oh shit!
This was like with our old job, like with the Angels and Demons hoodie, the one with
the one that Shakur Stevenson just had. Oh, see, want to hear something crazy about that? So I'll tell you how I landed a boxer, and it was just super random. So my friend Kenny, shout out to my friend Kenny. Kenny turned up. He had a friend come stay named Sam, and he was like, "Yeah, you mind my friend come stay with us for like a week or two?" You know what I mean? He does photography, he does music, and he like does a bunch of A&R stuff. So I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? Like, I trust my boy." I'm like, "Yeah, he can come stay." So he was on my couch for like a week or two. Like, we're just having a good time. He's just visiting. He's from like the Netherlands, I believe. Or they're treated. Oh, the Netherlands? I don't know. It's somewhere up there. But he's like, "Yo, like, I'm gonna go shoot some photos for Shakur Stevenson. Do you mind if I take some of your merch there?" And I'm like, bro, I literally Sam will see this and he'll laugh. He's like, I'm like, bro, take whatever you want. Like, literally take whatever. Like, and then 3 days later, you see him on Top Rank, shooting in it in the interview, and I'm just like.
You know why, bro? But you know why? It's because, like, you're living the lifestyle that your brand is representing. So you're just falling into these situations because you're literally living. It's your lifestyle. You're not, like, just faking it. Like, that's why these situations just not fall in your hand. You have to earn your way there. But, like, basically, they're, like, given to you because this is what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
It is.
All the time.
Because it's easier to, like, what I tell my audience, like, it's easier to just, like, sell a lifestyle versus
a brand
versus a product. Because, like, bro, like, you can sell more t-shirts of that shirt that says Playsome with your community that you're targeting versus somebody who doesn't have any type of audience, but they have a sick ass graphic, like a sick ass tee. You're still gonna sell way more than that person. It is because, like, you have a whole lifestyle that you're selling. These people are, like, buying the product because this is the tangible item that's making them feel like, oh, I'm part of something. I'm part of this. Like, my people, they get me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, the universe helps too, because
Yeah.
no, straight up, because like when that's how I know I'm doing something right is when I get a little boost from like the universe, like when that's something I didn't like not necessarily earn, but I also didn't work for it. You know what I'm saying? So like this the Top Rank stuff, that was huge. I didn't really, you know what I mean? That didn't cost me no money, and I didn't pay Sam to do it. Sam just did like kind of his heart. Like the one morning where we woke up and Gary Payton's on the side with doing the cha-cha slide behind Stephen Curry on ESPN. I'm like,
Yeah.
what better? Like he happened to be hurt, and he happened to have got it, and he wasn't even playing. Like, so why is it a highlight? You know what I mean? So it's like I couldn't have paid for that. I couldn't have asked him for that. I couldn't have.
You couldn't even formulate that.
Bro, like, I mean, like I said, like, people will get mad at me for this, but I mean, I could see Stephen Curry being the Jordan of our era just because of the way he changed the game. I have Jordan with my hoodie in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's something I can keep, and that's something that's like a trophy to me. So, and like I said, that's how I know we're kind of in the right mind space, or we're just going the right route when I get a little boost like that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I call it, a boost, because it's not stopping, or it's not like deterring anything we're doing. It's just helping us a little faster. That's all.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this place. So we're like, you met my boy Josh, Golden MFG. They're the official sponsor of like the podcast, and pretty much me in general. Like, they really, 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 really helped me out a lot. And this situation, like, it just like happened, bro. Like and like for how perfect this situation is,
Just roll
like,
with it.
bro,
Just roll with it.
it was like really, 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 like, I'm still like in like a how did this happen, bro? Because like he helps me out so much, bro. Like with the merge, with the information. Like, I've been here for about 6 months helping him with social media stuff, and like I used to only do like the heat press and the vinyl, and like now with him, bro, I have expanded like
Your mind is blown.
bro.
The opportunities and everything.
And my favorite part about it is, bro, is I can literally take a brand new clothing brand and like supply them with, like, bro, I could really build up a brand. I could really build a brand. And like, I just appreciate that this place helped me become that person for my community, bro. Cause like, as I was growing, I felt a lot of pressure on me because like the more comments coming in, like, thank you, bro. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. The more of those I got, the more I'm like, damn, I have to keep learning. I have to keep learning, right?
But also trust yourself and do what you know works. You know,
Yeah, that's
I have to remind us. I have to remind us that all the time.
That's why I just stick to like what I'm really good at and what I'm really passionate about. I don't try to talk about something I don't know about. I literally just stick to what I know.
As I get older, I start gravitating to things that feel more natural. You know what I mean? And things that go really well, and I don't have to put a lot of effort into it. So those are the things that I try to like put my energy into. Like if I know a brand selling or if I know a design selling, just roll with it. Why? Like, you know what I mean? Why complicate it?
Yeah, doesn't it trip you out when somebody finds a hero product and then they move on?
Yeah, like it is crazy. Like I said, like
Because this is your hero product. You know, forever to the end of time, you're gonna sell Playsome.
We'll drop different colors,
different colors, but
different
that like you will for you're not gonna just be like, oh, no more Playsome.
But creating that want is huge. You know what I mean? And there's so many brands now, and so when people are sold out and stuff, and when we say that, it's a good thing for us. You know what I mean? I said it's unfortunate for you, but it's fortunate for us.
Do you think there's too many clothing brands?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't say I think like that. I think there's so many cool designs out. You know what I mean? I think there's countless cool brands out.
I think a lot of things are getting replicated. Like I said,
Oh yeah, remixed and replicated.
it's hard. Like people aren't original anymore.
That's why.
That's trendy. That's why brands fall.
That's why I focus on my information, bro. I don't even focus on my tees. Like I'm not a designer, bro. Like the stuff I make it just so that people who support me can buy it. Like I get my sales from literally building community. I don't like maybe in the future I'll hire designers to help me, but like that's like literally, bro, making designs like the last thing I'm like trying to do. That's why a lot of my designs are like not plain, but they're like the rhinestone tees that are like, you know what
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm more so saying like, look at Hellstar, right? Now you're saying a lot of people make shit like Hellstar.
Yeah, super trendy, big font.
That's like the one brand I try to stay away from looking like, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like
they're popping though. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. And if you look at that owner, I don't know if you know the story about him, but that's his.
Yeah.
Shout out Shawnee.
Yeah, that's his fourth brand.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I was like telling you, like just keep trying. And I think it was Seth Rogen. I love Seth Rogen. I don't know if you read his book or not.
What's the name? What's it called? I'm gonna.
It's my yearbook, but it's super good. And
It's like a self-help book.
yeah, it's like a self.
Call it from Seth Rogen should be good.
So basically, they asked him. He's like, "What's the key to success?" And what was the difference between your friends that made it and your friends that didn't? And he goes, literally, like, they just like didn't quit. And it's like, oh, duh. But it's like, no, for real. Like,
It's that frequency behind the momentum.
yeah, it's just not taking no for an answer. And even if it doesn't happen now, it could happen later. And I just think being resilient just says a lot about a person. And I think I have a lot of people tell me that. Like, well, I mean,
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like I said, we were meaning to do this for a while, but then when you posted that story, literally watching it the way you were just talking about, like, bro, I'm fucking happy, like, that I'm fine doing this. I've always wanted to do this. I took a couple L's, kept pushing. Like, that story was like, I gotta get him on like ASAP. Like, I gotta get on this really quick,
it's super dope. And like I said, I actually have stuff now, and we've been selling clothes. I've been making more sitting at my desk, selling our hats than making money like at my job.
Yeah.
And that is crazy. Like, and I did it for consecutive. Like this week, I did it for consecutive.
Are they online or like?
No, I'm just kind of friends and family. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to do it too. Before the big drop, I kind of give them just the right people and certain people. But that also creates the mysterious part of it, because like, how'd you get it? You got to get it through me. So it's like, it's a whole like
So you
interweb,
do friends and family first, and
Yeah.
So kind of like how like what Vlone did when they like had that video.
Yeah, but I sell them. But you know what I mean? Like I'll give them out too to people who I think are like, you know what I mean, who deserve them, and who I give them to a lot of people who help me doing other stuff.
That's the thing, bro. You're careful of who you give stuff for free.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people try to like what I don't like, especially when you're growing. I don't like the whole giveaway business model.
You have to in the beginning. You have to.
You just have to structure it correctly though, because I feel like you end up attracting people who just want free stuff or like are there for that moment. Like,
I still have to say no to people. Like, what's that guy on No Jumper? What's his effing name? Bricks Baby or something like that.
Baby.
He hit me up and he was like, "Girl, bro, I fuck with your brand, da da da." Like, and I was gonna give him clothes. Like, I was like, you know what? Like, what's it gonna hurt? Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna see it on No Jumper. Like, he was like, "Yeah, but you gotta pay me."
oh,
Wait,
but he hit you up?
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, I was like, not only do I have to give you clothes, I gotta pay you too.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro,
It'd be different if you hit him up and you.
yeah, bro. But that is
yeah.
the era we live in. And like I said, if I could have been nasty with him, I wasn't. So he was the one that kind of just got to been rude after. So I was like,
I have a couple people like that.
that's fine. I'm gonna keep it in.
I'm not gonna name names.
Yeah.
There's a couple rappers out here that are like try to get free stuff off me, and I'm like, I know you're making money, and I was like, bro, I'll discount it for you so I could at least. And they're like, no, I need it for free, and I'm like, do you even know you just want the free clothes? Or you
Let me
want
pull up with you, like when you come to the city, or like, you know what I'm saying, so I can meet other people, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer like of taking the small L for the big.
Oh,
win.
for sure.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I didn't give them away like videos, photos, merch, conversation, like whatever, bro. Merch just.
But you got to think like if you don't do things when you do them, like now I think about like the Stephen Curry thing. If I didn't send that hoodie the day I sent it, the exact time that I sent it, it would have never happened. So it's like just acting on those things right now. You know what I mean?
Did something crazy happen too where like it was on the 30th? Curry's number's 30.
Yeah. I sent stuff.
Numerology.
So check it. I sent stuff to Stephen Curry. Gary was like, yo, like send 30 something. I'm like 30. Oh, okay. Bro, I went right back to the post office and I sent it, and happened to be on the 30th.
Crazy.
So it's like I don't know when it's gonna land, if it lands. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I thought it was one of those universe things to tell me. So I was like, but even the opportunity was awesome. You know what I'm saying? Because he saw it and Gary was like, yeah, I get it too. So it's definitely a blessing, man. Like I said, and technically that's an L. You know what I mean? But I sent him a lot of stuff.
I get what you're saying.
I sent him a lot of stuff.
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah, it's
No, I feel you. I did that. I did that with Peso. He had a verse with one of my homies a couple years ago.
He's hard too.
And when I was shooting the music video, so when his team was coming, bro, I make all my stuff.
Are they hella like hood?
They're cool, bro. Like everybody's cool, but like, bro, I came out. It's okay. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna like make like 15 shirts, right, to give, because he had his own entourage. I'm like, if I can give everybody 2 shirts each,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it once. You know what I'm saying? Like I was upping my chance of it being posted or whatever.
Yeah.
So I gave his team like 15 shirts. Like it was like 7 people. I gave them like 2 shirts each or whatever. Peso ended up wearing it on his stories, so I was able to get that, right?
Yeah.
But what's so funny is like, when I got done shooting the music video, I was like, well, I'm gonna run to the car, grab the merch, and give it to his team. I was so in a hurry, bro, that I opened up my trunk, I grabbed the thing, gave him his merch, and when it was time to go, I'm looking for my keys, bro. I locked them in the trunk.
No.
Yes, and it was because I was so like worried about I'm like, oh shit, I want to catch him before they leave, so I'm like driving the merch and I give it to him. So I had to call the fucking motherfuckers who scam.
Wait.
It's not even about that. It's how much I paid, bro. These are scammers, bro. These motherfuckers that open up the freaking doors, they're scammers, bro.
Get them over there. They gonna give you that price.
I
Just tell them.
Yeah,
See?
I ended up bringing it down, but like, bro, they're good, bro. They're scammers. So I was like really annoyed, bro, and I was just like, dude, I just lost out like 15 shirts. So that was time and money on the product. Spent like $250 or whatever. I don't know, it was a couple years ago to get my keys out, and that was before I saw it get posted on the story, right? So I'm like, damn, bro.
You're wishing, you're hoping now. You're like, this better pay.
but the second it did, I was like, boom, screenshot. I was like, all right.
He's good at
I was like, it's all good. You know what I mean?
that. So
But that was funny, bro. That was an L at the moment, but then ultimately I was like, hey, man, I charged the game because that's what had to happen. You know what I mean? But what's dope is his I don't know if it was a road manager or his manager. She will forever remember me because she messaged me and was like, yo, those shorts are mad comfortable. So like that connection might come in clutch in the future, even if it's a couple years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in Texas, because they're in Texas. I might be somewhere and I see them and I see her or whatever. That relationship that was built prior will make sense and shit.
like I said, you're a genuine person too, and I think relationships with people are huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just showing out for people and other, like I said, I still try to show out for other brands and stuff like that. Their pop-ups and like I said, I went to Devs on First Friday. You know what I mean? I still try to show love to other brands, and
Yeah.
I think you could show love to other brands too.
Well, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking you if you thought there were too many clothing brands, and I feel like
everyone's creative.
Yeah, there's just not enough communities. I think that's what
You got to think of the day and age people are at now. Like people are doing stuff now. You know what I mean? Like back when I was like 20 or like 18, like there was no place to do this. Like what you got going, like, you know what I mean? There was like, you would have had to pay,
That's why, bro.
You would have paid an arm and a leg. You would have went to the mall at that point, like back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was, this is, like you said, you have a whole YouTube of how to do this. Like there was not things to tell you how to screen print.
Well, you know what's so crazy, bro?
So
So in the last 2 years, I've consumed a lot of content from other clothing brand influencers, so that I can learn how to educate and all that stuff. Something that I noticed is a lot of them, and I noticed it, bro. A lot of them started with a Cricut and a heat press. Like a lot of the biggest influencers, right? And the fact that all these people all started with that, but there was no like HubSpot for somebody to come in and actually figure out how to do it. tripped me out. So what happened was I had my
Saved people a lot of money.
bro, I get that comment all the time, bro. Save people a lot. You know what I'm saying? But like it started because I had my homie Nunchuck. He's out in Canada.
Crazy name.
He's dope, bro.
Nunchuck.
Shout outs to Nunchuck Nabi. But this was like 2021 or whatever. He would post on his stories that he would repost stuff that he was posting on TikTok, right? He started posting on TikTok and then he'd post it on his story. So I would see the watermark, the TikTok watermark. So I started noticing that a lot of his content started to turn into stuff that he was grabbing from TikTok and putting on Instagram. So I peeped that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's doing something over there. So I started an account, whatever, because of him, bro. That's why I want to make sure I said his name, because I show him love all the time, because I'm so grateful that, you know, he inspired me to even take that serious. He was killing it, bro. He sold the beanies that have like the horns on them with the balaclavas, with the goggles or whatever. He was making a killing, bro. And I'm seeing him do this, right? So I start hitting him up, and I'm like, hey, bro, like, how did you get started on TikTok, bro? He told me everything in the beginning, bro. He literally told me, I was like, hey, bro, just be consistent, you know, reach your audience, blah, blah. So I was like, cool, I'm going to start selling my clothing brand on TikTok. So I was like, you know, for content, you need to, what makes content successful is your watch time. How do you get watch time? You create engaging content. Yeah, so you have good hook, good first scene, first frame, good delivery, good transformation at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing. So I was like, if I'm selling a product, what can I do to make me stand? Like, what's gonna make the people mess with me, right? So I was like, maybe the fact that I'm making it myself, they'll be like, oh, that's cool. He's making it. That's his thing. Like, that's the thing that makes me my clothing brand, right? So I started posting myself, just make the clothes, trying to sell the clothings, right? And I was doing decent sales here and there. Like, bro, I was delusional to the point where, like, at the beginning of my TikToker, I stopped doing everything to sell clothes on TikTok. And that shit was hard, bro. Yeah. Because I was just, like, looking at the possibilities. So I was pumping content every single day, bro. No, the TikTok shop's pretty new. I haven't integrated TikTok shop in my thing just because, like...
Crazy. It's a crazy life on there.
Yeah, I'm just, like...
it's all stuff from China.
Yeah, so I started filming myself, putting it on TikTok, and I started to notice that the comments started to turn into questions asking me about the process, not necessarily the clothes I was selling. So I'm peeping that. I'm like, okay, so most of these comments were like, yo, what heat press is that? What vinyl cutter is that? What is this? What is that? So I'm
asking for the sauce.
So I'm slowly, like, you know, just trying to make content, responding. And then after doing that for probably like 6 months of like half selling clothing, half teaching people how I do it, I'm like starting to get hit up from these big brands that have like budgets to have me educate their product to the audience. So I'm like, wait a minute, there's money over here. It's like, now I'm like, okay, maybe I could sell the axe, not try to go mine the gold. You know what I mean? Like,
be a service to,
you know what I mean? So I started to peep that. I'm like, okay, let me double down on the information. Like, screw trying to sell my clothing brand. Let me just now make content that's dedicated to education. So once I did that, bro, took off, bro, way more than I ever expected to.
He was on the TikTok, like, I would say maybe he had it a little before me, because I'm not gonna say I'll know before him, but
it was like the same time.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna get to that, but whatever. We're on the same time.
I think it was literally in that same summer that we both just happened to like,
because I remember seeing people on there that I'm like, oh, you got one too, like, you know what I mean? So and at the time I felt crazy because I didn't know really what to do on it. So you know what I mean? And I'm still like today I feel comfortable on TikTok because I understand TikTok way more than I do. Yeah. But it's like I see it like the growth of yours, you know what I mean? And it's like I said, it's somebody who's doing it, who's done it for other brands, you know what I mean? And you finally have something you can do for yourself too. And I think that's what you're holding on to, and I think you need to hold on to for the rest of your life because
you know what
I mean. You've done so much for other people, for your, like, even for me, you've done music videos, and you printed my first ones, and you brought them to a Stizzy event for me on call, like just so I could give to OGZ a black T-shirt, you know what I mean? And then I don't even think about it. The second time I give him something, and maybe the third time. Yeah. But you know what I mean. You've done. I just thought about that. He didn't wear it at that time either. But. You know what I mean? I think it's good for you to have this and finally start doing for your own. Like I said, like for me, it's like becoming a man now. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was a boy helping other men do things, and now I'm old enough to be a man and do things for myself. You know what I mean? And
Well, here's the thing, bro, is how much I did for other people, and then like what I would get left with at the end of the day on my plate. That shit was not. It was not equally right. So that's when like the internet and the whole social media shit that allowed me to like cater to a community that appreciates me. Because the thing is, bro, like my whole life, like the way I show love to my homies and the people I care about is I give them information.
Yeah.
That's my
people
love.
don't do that.
That's my love language.
People gatekeep.
I like, if I care about somebody, I will dump every piece of information so that they have the tools to, because I'm an empath, bro. You give somebody, you help somebody in the moment, you're only going to help them in that moment. That doesn't cure my empathy, right? So for me to feel better, if I give somebody the tools, that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I show love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that shit is just like how I've gotten to this point. But most of my life, especially in Vegas, bro, like I was investing my love into the wrong groups of people. Like there was people, bro, that I would like do whatever for, like real, and I did. Like
I think we both have that conversation.
and where are they now, bro? And
we both have that person that we can say that about. So,
but like, yeah, where, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
all that for nothing.
the social media game allowed me to cater to a certain group of people who more than appreciate
care
everything that I do, bro. So now it's the point where I wake up, I got enough comments in my comment section to keep me going for that day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They pay attention to your channel because it's gonna. I learned from losing money. People know if they go to your channel, they don't have to do that. You know what I mean? So
I pretty much just did everything that I fucking fucked up on and like made a video on like, okay, this is the opposite.
$500. Like I remember the first t-shirts that I made, I messed up. I went to somebody and got the highest paid t-shirts, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go for printing, and you know what I mean? I messed up.
You know what it is, bro? There's a big gray area between brand new clothing brand owners and the success they see other clothing brands have. There's a big gap that they don't realize. There's a whole ocean you got to cross before you get to that point of like, oh, I'm taking care of my parents, I'm buying whatever. Like bro, you need to understand that these kids, they really think they're going to start a brand today, drop next week, and like be the next Virgil. No, they really truly believe that, bro. Like this is real life to them. So when it doesn't happen, that demotivation just a lot of people can't get back up from
It's a
that.
hard pill to swallow for sure. After that, a big L like that is tough.
Bro,
I'll give them this though. At least they're starting, because I get people who ask me all the time.
It's true.
What do I do? You know, like how do I start?
and there's no wrong way to start.
Right answer. You know, I would say to start. Just have to start. Like just do it.
Yeah.
That's why, bro, like you're gonna suck at first. Like if you go to my early TikTok videos, bro, I'm like, because I'm thinking that's what I got. I didn't know.
What was you were?
I didn't know, bro. I
figured it
but
out.
I had to be cringy.
Yeah.
I didn't start making the type of videos I'm making right now, because right now the type of videos I make, bro, I know exactly what my audience wants. I make only the content that hits, but it took me 3 years of like,
To understand, yeah. Yeah.
like, bro, like cringe, bro. But I did that so that they didn't.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like they know they don't have to sit there, because I still get people who aren't on TikTok, and I'm like, bro, what?
How?
And they're like, oh, I don't want to be dancing, bro. And I'm like,
Don't dancing. Bro. There's so many other lanes. And I tell people too, like when they ask me that question, like, what do you do? For me, I think my niche was like I was always fly in high school. You know what I mean? In middle school, like
so you had
I
the report, bro. You're already the like if you're wearing it, people are probably like, oh, I should probably
asking me, yeah. Like I mean, even Ed Hardy's getting popular again. I was wearing Ed Hardy like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I get all my Ed Hardy from,
You know what I'm saying?
Arlington.
No, for sure.
Ross,
You know what I mean? Like I'm a
lucky.
trends. We set trends. We don't follow them. That's another thing I like. Like I said, we're gonna trust ourselves. And like I said, for me, I always was kind of not flamboyant, but like I just cared what I looked like. You know what I mean? And so back then, when that wasn't cool, I was picked on.
No.
For dressing nice.
You know, I used to get.
I don't know if y'all. I don't know. If
No. I'm gonna you are, bro. In high school, I used to get flamed because I would go to school with lotion, bro. I wasn't trying to be ashy, and they were like, "Are you serious, bro?" Yeah. So you brought some gear. Is this off of your new drop, or is this something that's already out?
We have a beanie and a bucket from 2 past seasons, and then I'm gonna show you the hats too that are coming out right now. So this is our first denim bucket right here. We call this the Delegation bucket. Pretty much this Japanese denim we got over there. It's puff embroidery, and all of the distressing is hand done.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah, and so all of them are 1-to-1 technically because they're not.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, they're all.
That's detail.
Yeah, bro. And I mean, if you see the wash and the quality, it's like if you just ripped up some jeans and made it like a bucket. You know what I mean?
And this one's from a drop you already.
Yeah, this is our day club bucket.
And you use the manufacturer for
Yep.
the bucket.
This
So
is the new one. I didn't go through my regular one, so trial and error.
how did you get the cut and sew of it? Like how what was the process you had? Because I've never done something like this where I created.
I seen the sample and I guess since your channel goes out gaming, I like that. I like that. So on Alibaba, I go up there a lot, and there's a lot of stuff that's on there. It's like kind of you got to trial and error because you don't know what quality it is. But I seen that, and I kind of just had a vision. We had some extra money, and we had some time, so I was like, let's make something. And they're like, well, what do you got? And I'm like, well, I want to do a denim bucket. And they're like, well, are you sure? And I'm like, I think so. And that's just kind of how we came.
How long is the communication before production starts usually?
Maybe 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. It just depends, like I said, how simple it was because all I really had to get right was the just the size of the Playsome. I think we did one that was
A little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Did you post it?
Yeah.
I saw that one. That's dope. I like.
Yeah, we just made it simple, and you know what I mean. We just wanted to go with just kind of complement the rest of your outfit. You know what I mean? But it's also a statement in its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could wear it as kind of the main part of your outfit. So
Yeah.
this is the beanie that I have on right now. I'll take this. So as you can see right there, man,
That's part of the paint.
yeah. It comes.
This one feels. This feels good.
Yeah, bro. Like you really can't go much.
Because I know you've seen those cheap
Yeah.
beanies that are like.
Yeah, on
like-
TikTok shop. On TikTok shop.
Last.
Yeah, that's
Here to stay.
and that's not gonna wear out. That you could wash that and dry that. So
Did you wash and dry that one?
this
Not
is a
yet?
brand new one.
Oh, okay.
I know. I see. Yeah, my bad. So I'll get to these other hats right here too. So this is from our P-Star collection right here is what we're calling it, I believe.
This is a little taste for what you're gonna see in the next few weeks.
The embroidery's done here in Las Vegas. We ship out of California. Out of there for our manufacturer.
I actually got it on too.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm picky about truckers. You got the good one.
Yeah.
Because I hate the ones that are like.
Over too. Look at the inside.
Sweatband, yeah. I mean,
It ain't complete.
I seen a box. I ain't gonna say the box, but I seen a box. I seen it somewhere over here.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah.
No, that's dope, bro. Yeah, is that just different colorways?
Yeah, it's different colorways. That's the red. These are all gonna match the T-shirts too that are coming. We have 3 new T-shirts, 25 each of them only. Oh no, we have.
So it's super limited.
Yeah, we have 50 of the black. I lied.
You should start dropping more, bro. Only because you already have friends and family that are in the cop at Ferris doesn't leave anything for anybody.
Yeah. Well, I like to sell it to our pop-ups. You know, and that's how I do it.
Oh yeah. You almost made me forget. Your pop-up.
101.
How do you plan your pop-ups? Because like your pop-ups are popping, bro. You know what I mean? Like you have like.
Well, how we plan it was we just did it, bro. I just like I said, it was
Because I plan to do my because I'm gonna do a pop-up here, like just recipe, like clothing stuff. Like what do you think I should do to like get the most out of?
It depends. It depends. Like you just have like a mixer type deal. Like it depends what kind of crowd you're bringing because you want to bring business for your sense. So I mean, I think the food and the drinks were a nice touch. Like I thought that made it look like way more professional. For me, it's different planning because I'm trying to have a good time. So it's like because going from once we had our Stussy events or when we were doing our events with Stussy and I was seeing people come out and like this. Literally would stop their day, whatever they're doing, just to stop by what we had going on, and then would purchase and like leave.
That's when you were like, okay, let me.
I was like, well, how many people did that today?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, well, at least 25. Like, I'm like, all right, well, 25. And then people are at work, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, I think we could like do it. You know what I mean? And I thought about having other people involved with us, like Devin and a few other brands. That way, I didn't feel like. But I also felt like I was selling ourselves short. I felt like we weren't taking the chance that we needed to.
Yeah.
And my friend Drew from Home Fem, just like one of my guys I look up to and just look for advice and I value his opinion. He just tells me like, I'm like asking him like, what did you do to get to Agenda? You know what I mean? I was at his booth at Agenda. He said, bro, why aren't you here? You need to take that leap. No one's gonna take that leap until you do it. So it's like, put your money where your mouth is. How good do you think your brand is? You know what I'm saying? Really, what it gets down to. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm just about challenging myself now. How good is this brand? And it, like I said, it'll shock you to see what the results were. Like he'll tell you I was scared. I'm not scared, but I was nervous. Like how many people are going to pull up on a Friday night at from 7 to 11 p.m. There's so many things you can do in Vegas at 7 to 11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for us to have almost, I mean,
We had a lot
50 people there at one point,
Yeah.
at one time, and everybody, I'm getting bombarded with, hey, I want, you know what I mean? Until you step away from it, you're just like, I can't believe that just happened. Like, you know what I mean? It's just some stuff that we've been doing through his computer and through my brain and selling what, oh yeah, it just us trusting each other, you know what I mean? And it's crazy to see that and do it by yourself. And that first pop-up was like
That was your first like official
my own,
one?
like just us. And it was a lot, it was 50% more headache, but the relief of seeing all the people that came out and how much money we made that night, and this,
How much merch did you take with you?
what do you mean?
Like, how much products?
Oh, we had everything. We had
We even had stuff from the whole drop.
yeah,
That was left.
we had over 75 hoodies in the building, and we sold, I mean,
We almost sold out that night.
yeah, it was
We
crazy.
just had enough left for like the next week.
Yeah.
Just because, like, bro, people, like, they want to remember that moment that they were there. And that's the tangible item. They'll always put it on and be like, you know what I mean? I was there.
After that night, I just knew things were different, and I knew I had to move different after that, like, because I realized what we had and seeing everybody. We seen people putting it on right now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You can't fake that.
yeah, you know what I mean? People taking off the outfit that they had on, they thought was fly, and like, oh, no, I want this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had friends tell me they've lost it in the funniest places, strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny to me, you know what I mean? And it's cool to see them.
Imagine how many girls stole it from.
Oh, bro, yeah.
Like, that's my hoodie
But
now.
I think that's dope for me. For like, if you go out on a Friday night and you're wearing our clothes, like, I think that's the coolest thing, because that's what you feel flying.
I feel like you can go pull some holes in my
Yeah,
hair.
no, definitely. But I want the club. I want you to be, like I said, I don't want you to wear my shit when you're working out. I mean, you could if you like that, but I'm like, I want you to wear my shit to the club. I want you to wear my shit to a party. You know what I mean? I want you to wear my stuff like outside.
Yeah.
So I want you debating if you want to put on, Playsome or
Yeah.
No, that makes
That's
sense.
yeah, that's where we want to put ourselves too. And I tell them about all the time about being careful where we put our name next to. You know what I mean? We could have been in a few stores already. We said no. You know what I mean? And people don't think that, like, then they're crazy, because we definitely said no. And it's funny thing.
Are you in a couple stores out here? No.
I like being hands on. I like being the only one that has.
Would you?
If it's right. I don't like I said.
Like the store, if it's the right environment and the right audience, that what you're saying? Or
I don't want to be like, this sounds bad, but I don't want to be next to other local brands, because I don't see myself as a local brand. And
No, that makes sense. But I mean, that's how you have to be, bro. Because the thing about
like that,
and you could tell me if I'm like wrong or you agree, but I feel like Vegas is really worried about flexing on their neighbor versus trying to look at like the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And the reason why I feel that way is because I spent my whole 20s working with Vegas, right? Vegas. The second I went on the internet, I was like, I'm gonna try to reach the world. I see the difference. Like I've been in both. Like I've sat here and I'm like, okay.
Strangers give you more support.
When I work on trying to like get my stuff seen by like another state or another country versus trying to make sure that the next motherfucker down the street sees my stuff, like this one performs much, much better. And plus what I think is dope is all the money that I make, I'm not making it from Vegas people. I'm literally making money from everybody like around the world and like funneling it and spending it in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing money in here versus like, doing business with people here, taking their money, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally taking it from other places and bringing it here. And that's what I think is like super dope. Cause bro, I trying to do Vegas stuff. Like I feel like, cause I love Vegas. I was born and raised here. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to rep it. Right. But I see the problem with other people trying to grow is everybody's so worried about like, I don't know how, you know what I mean?
It's not up to your friends to make you successful too. Like I feel like a lot of brands sell just their friends, which is not a bad thing. But don't expect your friends to like make your life change substantially. You know what I'm saying? So it's the strangers that are gonna do that. It's the people that we have people in Detroit that have our clothes. I've never been to Detroit. There are people in Sweden. I've never been to Sweden. Like
Our friends are great, but like he said, like strangers, they show.
those are the people that cash out. Like, you know what I'm saying? People, which I love, but people will kind of just buy a hat and be like, oh, just to say, like, I showed love, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's dope. Like, I appreciate it, but don't buy it if you don't really not want to like go support me and us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, some people just do it just to kind of like say they did it, and then I see people that really actually enjoy the clothes and love the clothes, or will buy one and come back and buy two. You know what I'm saying? So, I just feel like I said, I just know where I see Playsome, and I know where I want to take it. And any local store right now. Other like, unless you're like Bring It Back or like, I don't know, like I don't know. Yeah, like maybe that's the only one because I see myself next to Chrome.
Because there's a couple stores
My stuff's cut and sew too. They can be next to that and it will be fine because mine's the same quality.
My vision is like Neiman Saks.
Yeah, like there we go. Neiman Saks. But if we're talking about like getting this in for real, like if Bring It Back was like, hey, like let me get like 25 t-shirts. Of course, that's because I think they're fly. I wouldn't put myself in a store I've never heard of. You know what I mean? Like we had a store in Town Square. I mean, it was dope, looked cool inside, but I never heard of it. Nor do I shop there. So it's like,
Oh, that makes sense.
you know what I'm saying?
'Cause I'm debating on if I want to like try to because I'm working on a drop right now. Like it's like 6 t-shirts, like some flared pants, like some shorts. But I'm trying to test out different theories so I can see what works and then teach that method to my community and trying to get into a store is one of the things I'm debating because I want to do a video where I'm literally like going into these stores and like talking to the owner and like on camera selling myself, trying to get into that store. You know what I mean?
Also, but if you're like a thing I always tell to him too, if we're selling clothes, why do we need to cut anybody a discount?
For me, it would just be mostly for like I think it's probably like the wrong reason, but it's like my inner child wanting to be in a store.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's like a little ego,
A little, yeah.
a little ego, but also a little of like I just want to do it just to say I did it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally understand that. I mean, me too. You know what I mean? But I tried. Like I said, we could have been in stores, but I just feel like I don't want another brand to be like, oh yeah, and Playsome's in there too. Like, don't be the same.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And that's another thing with performing too. Like, I don't want to. I never used to ask someone like, who's on the set, because I am not going against nobody who looks crazy. You know what I mean? Or anybody who's not kind of like doing what I'm doing, or I don't really respect in that nature. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to do it because they don't take it as serious as I do. And
Do you take?
I do sets now. Like, you know what I mean? I have sets that are together and with animation. You know what I mean? It's something that it's, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear you do songs you do off your iPod. You know what I'm saying? Like back to back to back. Oh, let me switch it. Like, it's not what I'm on right now. So
Yeah.
separating yourself is, I think, the first key for you. And like everyone's niche is different, but separating myself was the first key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, that I do that with the like I said, the clothing, the manufacturer. Like, takes a little more time, but people appreciate it when they.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like over time, like what's like the best piece of advice that you guys have received that like helped you out the most? Like just random advice you stumbled across, whether it was content or somebody actually told you. Something that genuinely like actually helped the momentum of your business. Speak up a little louder, quick.
It's what Jaden told me, and it's like kind of how we move as a team. You know, a championship team, they don't become a champion without the team. You know what I'm saying? Everyone plays their own part. Everyone has their own position, and everyone has to, play their position the best. Not everyone's a point guard. You know what I mean? Not everyone's a QB. Not everyone's a running back, wide receiver. You feel? Yeah. And so everyone has to just play their own role, be good at what
People
they
think
do.
they're QB.
Yeah.
It messes up the whole plan.
Yeah. Exactly. But knowing yourself and being honest, you know what I'm saying? So I know he's better on the computer than I probably. I mean, I probably could get there, but it'd probably take me a little long than what's happening right now.
It would cause you more harm.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm okay saying that I'm not good at that. I'm better at talking to people. He's better at designing. Like, it's okay, but when we put those two and two together, it's crazy. Because he'll be like, "Yo, Jaden, I know we got our cool design. Go take it to the celebrity. Go talk to him." Okay, hey, what's up, man? My name's Jaden, and I'm able to do that. You know what I mean? I'm able to get these numbers and talk to these people and them give me information off the first meet. You know what I mean? So it's about just being communicative, and I think just being open to follow what you're saying. But some advice to somebody who's just starting and wants to start: just have fun with it, man. Make clothes that you want to wear. Don't follow anybody else's trend because their story's different. My story's different than yours, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's everyone's story's unique, and I know it sounds really cliche, but it's true. You know yourself, know what you like, and try it that way, because I feel like it's the most effortless way to do it. You know what I mean? And I still test stuff out. Like, I got a sample the bucket made, and I walked around in it. You know what I mean? I didn't really say it was a drop or anything, but you still got to test stuff out and just kind of listen. Just like I said, you got to listen.
You get that compliment when they don't even know it's your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different. When they don't even know it's yours. I'm like, yo, that's a dope ass shirt.
Yeah, with the pay to play, I knew. I was like, oh, we're chilling tonight. Yeah, we're hanging out. Like, so it's been a blessing. Have fun with it, man, and just remember it. Nothing's gonna be perfect. things are gonna go wrong. This drop that I have, what's our third drop? Fourth drop? Yeah, fourth drop, and things have went wrong again. Different problems. So new things are gonna happen, and like I said,
There's always gonna be obstacles.
Yeah.
It's never not.
I'm just the king of rolling with the punches, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And don't let people see you down. Like, you know what I mean? Keep that smile on your face. Everything's a show. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just have fun. And like I said, just trust yourself.
Do you take your music as serious as your clothing brand? Are they equal? Or like, what do you?
I mean, I do them both with the same intent. You know what I mean? I think when they're both working together, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
When I'm wearing the
Like-
clothes in the music video.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff,
the one
yeah.
you did in the garage.
Yeah.
the whip, that was fire.
Yeah,
the
like-
just the whole project. It was so cohesive. It went.
Yeah, I shot that.
Like it looked like you made the song for the clothes.
we shot
you know?
that right after we shot the clothes.
Yeah, that was.
Is that all? Is that all filmed by your boy Josh?
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fired.
Shout out to
Dope.
Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
He's from Iowa.
Josh part.
Crazy.
I remember I met him at the I think it was the Juice Box event. We were chopping it up.
Yeah.
The cool
He's
ass
good
dude.
people, man. And he believes in what we got going on, and I believe him getting better. I believe in me getting better.
He has, bro.
No.
From when because I met him
Very
was like
talented.
2 years ago was when I saw you at that was it Boulevard Mall.
Yeah.
Up until now, fire, bro.
I just think I tell him all the time, it's you are who you hang around. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro, you've been making music for so.
yeah, I can.
long,
10 years I've been
bro.
making it. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Long,
feel like just
Because when I met you, you had already been in the game.
Yeah.
You weren't just starting. You had already done like what's this
sneaker con or something.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
something
had.
like
Yeah. I remember-
Nothing changed. Nothing changed.
Yeah. I was like, yo, this motherfucker
That was
killing
the
it.
biggest. That was like the coolest that event.
But
That was
that's some footage I saw when I was like first like getting to know like
Yeah.
you just popped up on my thing, and then what's so crazy is like when I hit him up because his shit was fire, and I was like, yo, we should work. I went over his house, but he lived walking distance from me. You ended up moving a few months after that, but our initial meet,
Shut it
bro, I
down.
walked
That's
to
it,
his
Delon's
house, bro.
It was at Delon's house.
I walked to him.
Yeah.
That's how it was meant to be for us to like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But no, I've been making music for like over 10 years, and it's crazy. I just feel like just now, like I feel like confident than I more like ever felt. You know what I mean? Because
With the music.
yeah, like I just think I'm just growing as a person and as a human being, as a man. And just I'm just way more.
I like that your new like effortless rap style is very like it's very just you chilling
It's
hard,
organic.
but it's hitting. But it took you a long time to develop
Yeah.
that comfortability of like specifically on that Pops
Yeah.
video, bro. You chilling, bro. With gang, you just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel it, bro.
It's like I'm not gonna say like that, but it's like the aura now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's effortless. Like I mean, back when I was younger, I used to fake the fake chains. Like you know what I mean? I used to have all that. We were also sound like a SoundCloud rapper. That's one thing I was like you know what I mean? So I mean, I didn't have a lot of money back then. I was driving a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? But
At the truck.
yeah, I
remember that
the Civic. I got a brand new Jeep out there. You know,
I
what I mean?
remember,
Sitting
yeah,
on 35s. Like, so it's like it's just that me getting myself up. You know what I'm saying? Was huge because now it's like I'm chilling.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Bro,
I'm
who
about to
knew?
be 32.
Who knew we were gonna peak in our 30s, bro? I
Yeah.
swear, I
And
thought I
like-
was gonna peak in my 20s. I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone thinks that, like you know what I'm saying.
That's
But
that
the business wasn't right though. I didn't do nothing business right. Like I told you, I had no merch.
Bro.
When I was doing the no jumper stuff, I should have had merch already. Like, and I had nothing. I had no one in my ear like, yo, you should get merch. Like, and I'm just like partying and stuff. So it's like now I.
But
feel
that's
comfortable.
merch.
Yeah.
That's merch.
Yeah.
I was telling my homie the other day, I'm like, bro, everything is merch. A conversation, everything, content, like just because it's not everything
Yeah.
is merch, bro. And you were building your merch the whole time, bro,
Yeah.
building your credibility, like because I felt like for a while I was running around with like a chicken with its head cut off,
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. And then like when I finally figured it out, I'm like, bro, I wasted all that time. And then now when I look back, I'm like, nah, I learned hella shit. Like
Yeah.
all those little
Connections, like even like you know what I mean. You can call on certain people and that you've done well with, and they'll probably show up for you.
You know, I was saying our two favorite videos we did. Well, actually, almost all of them. But like, it was the take a trip,
Yeah.
bro. Do you remember when I thought I lost those clips,
Yeah.
bro? Listen, he threw a party, a little a summer party. It was hella people he was drinking, bro. It was lit, bro. I shot the most fire video, bro, and I wasn't good at organizing my clips. So when I was dumping my memory card, I put them in a random folder. I copied it, put it in a random folder, and when it came down to start editing it, I cannot find the fucking clips, bro. And I couldn't find them. And I looked for them for like all day.
We had a blast. That's right, bro.
Bro.
We had a blast.
Bro.
I'm like, I can't wait to see this.
I was like, I eventually I come to terms where I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna find these clips. So I was like, I have to call him, bro. And I was like, I called him. I didn't even text him.
Shit,
I called him. I'm like, bro, I cannot find the clips. He just sighs, but he's like, all right, bro, we just gonna run it back. It's all good, right? Good ass sport, bro. Like totally like cool about it, understanding, right, bro? A couple hours later, I stumble across the clips and I call him back and I'm like, bro, I found him.
Imagine if I would have went off on him. Like, you son of a, you piece. Like, imagine
bro, I found him, bro, and I was like, let's go, because the clips were so fire. And then the video's still up. You can go watch it, but that one was fire. And then like, it's so crazy, bro. Now, like, this is probably the most we ever had a conversation, like real, right? Bro, we're very similar in our stages, because I'll be 32 this year.
Yeah.
So like we're very similar with where we were
I
at.
didn't know that.
And we're both like in our own lanes, but we're like did the same thing. And what was that song we shot downtown? Call Me.
Yeah.
Bro.
I love that song.
Bro.
I love that
Bro,
song.
listen.
I love that song.
Bro, I was going
He shot that.
Bro, listen.
Yeah,
I was going through some shit, bro.
Yeah.
And that song, bro, had me up, bro. Like, I was going through some heartbreak shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that song, I think I was just like, I just hit you up like, hey, bro, I'm trying to shoot, bro. I need to get some.
Yeah.
It was just on some random shit, bro. I just wanted to shoot with him. So I was like, bro, let's just go to downtown and just shoot a song. Just pick a song, let's shoot it. And it
We're
was
in a downtown.
Call Me.
Bro, is that like?
Summer 16?
Man, it was a minute. Yeah, bro.
See, look, now when shit rock and people see me and something happens for me, they're like, dude, he's been doing it for so long. Of course it makes sense. Of course it makes sense.
That's why, bro, people who think we're going to fall off, I'm like, come on, look at the data, bro.
But my
Look at the history.
consistency, like, I'll give you a perfect example. And I'm not flexing on nobody.
Yeah, you are. Go ahead, right?
No.
Talk your
That,
shit.
what was that? There was a festival that we did here a long time ago.
Was it the one that Lil B performed at?
Yeah. Bro, none of those people are like rapping still. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you should quit. And
No.
I should quit while
It just means you never did that shit for real, bro. You didn't do that shit for real, bro.
Like I said, out of all the people on there was way more talented people on there. I should not be continuing to do it, and all these other people are quitting and just being like discouraged. And it's like,
Bro, there's people that like 2013 to 2016 era, right? There's people that I was looking at that were like, man, you do this shit. You out here running the city, right? All sorts of craps. I'm like, bro, you're running the shit. You do this, right? And then I'll see them now, and they're like doing construction,
or is gone.
doing this, and I'm like,
You can do that.
and I'm confused,
Yeah.
bro. No, but totally left
Yeah.
there. And I'm confused, and I'm like, that's so crazy. I thought you did this, because if you do this, you're gonna do this whether or not you have money, whether or not you're up, whether it don't matter, bro. You're gonna
to do stuff. I
Bro.
record by myself, like, and I record like every other day. You know what I mean? It's like I really do this.
You do-
I don't need.
no matter what was
I don't
going
need to
on.
be in a studio with 50 people. 50 people behind me smoking. You know what I mean? I'm at the crib doing it on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I told, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm recording. What's up? Like, you're gonna catch me doing it because I like to do it. And like I said, I like playing video games. I like making clothes. I like playing golf. You know, I'm gonna do all these things. I like to do them because that makes me happy too. So it's like when I'm happy in all these cylinders and I feel right, and my mental's good, I'm eating right. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of business. Only good things are gonna come out of me. You know what I mean? Because it's positive and you know what I mean? I'm releasing all this good energy.
Yeah.
So just that alone, man, it's just big for me, and I'm coming to realize as I get older that that's huge. It's taking care of yourself too, and that way good things come out.
That's why, bro. That's why I made my tutorials, bro, just to fast track everybody.
I love it, bro.
Bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
It's gold. It's TikTok gold for you, bro. Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. There's this guy on TikTok. His name's like Steve Glover. I've never heard him rap ever, but he has this song where he pretty much goes around. He's like 45, gotta be 40. He made this TikTok trend. He puts a speaker on him and goes places and gives him a free concert.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you got to think how crazy this is though, because he
goes to like Walmart and
off,
stuff.
right? Never popped off. 45, 40 years old. He has this trend now on TikTok.
Is that the dude who has
Yes.
like one of his like?
Bro, has a poppin' song. He just performed in his hometown of like 5,000 people. You gotta think about that. All the people that are like, yo, he should have stopped. Look at him still rapping. Bro, he's popping on TikTok right now. Not only is he popping, he's popping on TikTok at like 45.
He's probably been doing this.
Bro,
with no success.
None. And didn't start getting popping until he started doing free concerts in random places. He'll go to like the grocery store. He did one in front of the jail. He goes like bowling alleys, like, and people know who he is now. Like they'll be like, oh, like, and, like,
If he walked in right now, I'd be like,
bro, frats have like invited him places, but that just tells me like how beautiful that is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think he thought in his mind that he should stop? Like, of course, but you know what I mean? Keep trying. Like,
was there ever a time where you were about to quit?
I wouldn't say quit, but I would say like felt discouraged for sure. Just not getting the energy you put out is huge.
Bro.
Not getting it back,
Bro,
is
the only reason why, because I had a moment like that, but the only reason why I couldn't let that moment break me down is because I had already done it for a couple of years in that moment. So I was like,
and I gotta tell myself,
I was like,
I'm not
hell
soft.
no.
Like, you know what I mean?
Because there was a moment, bro, it was like probably 2018 or something, where I was like going through it really bad, bro. And I was in the middle of editing a project, and I was like, my videos are fire. I don't give a shit. My videos are crazy, like music videos I shoot, right?
You need to have
So like when I would watch them, I'd be like, hold on, the work that I'm putting out versus where I'm at in my life is not making sense, bro. I literally grabbed my laptop and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I was like, am I even supposed to be doing this shit? Right, for a second.
Gotta be questioning yourself,
But the second I said that is when I realized I am supposed to do that shit. Like when I had the chance to question myself, and then my back of my mind was like, bro, what the fuck? Stupid.
I just like
grab your laptop,
I tell
bro.
myself, like, bro, I'm not soft. Like,
You know, like that moment. But ever since then, that's when I was like, I never ever questioned myself, because I had to question myself to realize, like, what the fuck else are you gonna do, bro? Like,
yeah,
shut
and
your ass up. Get back to the.
came so far. Like, I try to remind myself that too. I've came so far. I've opened up for so many people. I've shaken so many hands. I've met some great friends. I've met some bad friends. But I'm excited through the whole journey, though. You know what I mean? And it's exciting. And you know what's crazy about my life? I don't know what's gonna happen next week.
That's the beauty of it.
I don't know what's gonna happen next month. And I can honestly say that. Like, oh, what do you think? You think you're gonna pop off? Kinda. Yeah, like I kinda do. Like, it's funny you say that. I really do think that. Like, and I think that because what we're doing is real, and it's, you know what I mean? It's not a facade, and anyone who knows me knows that. That what I'm saying is real. You know what I'm saying? Anyone who knows me, I'm doing what I'm saying, and I'm actually wearing these clothes, and this is all local too, and we're doing it just out of 3 people. So I think that's beautiful. The story of me finding myself and it making sense. I think this, from my point of view, I think it's beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? I think finding yourself is a thing that shouldn't be taken lightly, and I know who I am, and I know what I want to do, and that's dangerous for me. Like, and that's dangerous for my opponent, for the guy next door to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm really driven right now, and my head's on straight. So it's like,
It's funny that you say that. I've been saying that. I'm like, if you
It's
aren't ready, like, you can't, like,
I'm a tough
that's why I
opponent.
tell people, like, that want to get into the content space or start, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to go against people like me.
Bro, I'm a tough.
Like, you have, like, if you want to enter this space,
Yeah.
like you have to understand, like,
You gotta
I
beat
will
me.
die on
You
this
gotta beat
hill,
me, yeah, you gotta
and you have to compete with that.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to compete with that, this might not be the thing for you, because a lot of people, bro, they just want to have a clothing brand, they want to be popping, but like,
Yeah, they don't want to go do it. I've hung up
just hard, bro.
I've hung up posters. I hang up posters downtown in 100-degree weather. I go do it on my own
that
time.
little baby or kid picture.
Yeah, man.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Was it you?
Yeah, no, it wasn't me. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard, right?
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I go do that. And that's what comes with it. It's not always pretty, but the album did great. You know what I mean? People had seen that, and you got to go do all this non-fun stuff to have fun. And it's so true. Like, I tell them all the time, like, put the work in. Pop-ups, they're like the Super Bowl for us, because, man, we had put in so much work. So when you see me having too many drinks on my pop-up, because I earned it. That means job is done. You know what I mean? Clothes are selling, job is done. I get to chill for a night. So it's beautiful, man. Like,
couple more questions, and then if you guys have any questions for me, we could run that too. Let's see.
I need to get a pick in here too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Place is great.
Do you run ads, bro, for your stuff? The reason why I ask is I'm 100% organic content. Like, all my money is made literally organically, and I'm feeling the pressure of starting to run ads. So I need to start figuring out, like, if it's effect. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of people telling me that I should, but I do so well without it that it's like, and it's an ego thing, bro. I feel like I'm cheating, which I shouldn't feel like that. I really shouldn't. But like, there's a part of me that's like, no, I could do that shit organic. I can go make a video and run it up off of a video. You know what I mean?
I think for us, which is like kind of like a good problem, we usually don't have a lot of stuff.
So it's not even worth running the ad on it.
I mean, we could, but I mean, it sells. So it's like, I mean, we should probably, I mean, once we get more quantities, I feel like we should. And then with the other 8th hats, when we got the season assist, I couldn't run ads anyway on those. I could have killed those. I could have killed on those. You see the loyal origins and all that stuff.
Did you just stop making
I had
that,
to.
bro?
I had to. It was an option. wasn't up to me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'll tell
Did
you.
you get scared when you got hit with
I was
that?
happy. I'll tell you, I was flexing. I was like, yo, we got a season assistant MLB. Like, I thought someone was messing with me at first.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
You-
Oh, I don't.
yeah.
I'm gonna edit that, bro. You can't be saying shit. You're too big.
I don't sell
bro.
them though. It's all right. That's what I got in trouble for. Selling. I still
I
make
mean,
them.
if you think about it, right, people make similar hats. Like
Oh,
that.
like you see them on ads all the time. I don't know why they.
And
But,
them, like that makes us the threat. We got the season decision.
yeah, but like I said, for us, a good problem is that we usually sell out. So I mean, I think ads are very beneficial though. And when it comes that time where we have that quantity, we definitely will run ads.
Hell yeah. Did you guys have any questions for me? Maybe I could help
What do
you out with like
What are you having fun with lately?
experimenting. But the reason why it's so fun for me is because I had to spend the last like 3 years investing in creating these tutorials, bro. Like they weren't the funnest thing to do, but I had to spend like literally 2 years straight making nothing but packaged tutorials, like to the point where like I knew I had to build my trust, build my audience, build my community. And my dream was to have a community that just loved me so that they could just fuck with whatever I dropped, right? And I knew that, but I also knew that shit's just not handed to you.
Yeah.
So I spent like, bro, literally like the last 2.5, 3 years, just straight up tutorials, bro, not doing nothing, literally just finding the questions that are being asked within my niche at a high rate and creating packaged content, specifically answering those questions and then distributing it across all platforms. Because I make search engine optimized content, so I'll do like back-end research, and then because I film and edit so fucking quick, I could pump. Like if I get there's one question, right? Like for example, like if it's very specific, like what's the best blank I should be using?
Yeah.
I have the infrastructure set up to make 10 videos with 10 different hooks, with 10 different deliveries, answering that same questions, uploading those 10 videos across all platforms. That's 40 uploads per one question. And I've done that to like thousands of questions over the last 2-3 years. Strict
The numbers game.
100% strategy.
The numbers
But now that I finally got that community, like now I can experiment. Now I can start doing this.
Yeah.
I wanted to, bro, because the thing is, bro, I wanted to wait till I did the podcast. I wanted to make sure I had a community already there. Like, bro, as soon as I drop the clips, there's people that are going to love the things that you guys said, the game you gave. Like, there's an audience there that's going to reciprocate this. But I had to build that trust before I got the luxury of being able to, like, do vlogs. Like, do vlogs, do podcasts, help other brands with their shoots, you know what I mean? So now I'm excited.
Safe
to, like,
get to people realize.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, I literally waited until my comment, bro, I waited until my comment section was like, all right, bro, what about you?
Yeah.
Like, what's up with you?
Yeah.
I literally waited until my comments were asking me, like, hey, bro, can we learn about you a little bit? Like, you taught me all this stuff. Like,
cool.
now I just want to know who you are.
Yeah.
So now I can drop a vlog. Now I can, and I'll get, like, my views that, like, you know what I'm saying, that is worth it versus, like, people that just start. Like, why would anybody watch your vlog if you're brand new? And a problem that people have, bro, is like they don't optimize correctly. So let's say a lot of clothing brands or whatever, just brands, they'll start by saying like, oh, recipe worldwide vlog number 1. If I'm a brand new person, ain't nobody searching that shit up. Nobody is searching vlog number 1 from the recipe, especially if I'm not known, if I'm brand new. There's no way I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So especially like for this podcast, I'm not even gonna, on the title and the thumbnail and everything, it's not gonna be dressed up as a podcast. It's gonna be a straight search engine optimized title.
It's OnlyFans.
A search engine optimized title that is providing value that people are asking about in the clothing brand space. And then when they click it, the format is the podcast. But I'm not gonna sell it or dress it up as the podcast because not a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to catch the people that like don't even know who I am, who you are, who just see that, oh, number 1 tip to grow your brand. Oh shit, I'm gonna click it because the title is literally saying what I'm trying to look for, and then boom, they just found 3 gems by clicking that video. And I do the same thing with my vlogs. My vlogs are like search engine optimized. Like for example, like I had to make my homie a shirt or a work jacket, a rhinestone work jacket. So and then I had to deliver it to him. So I made a video of me making the jacket. I showed everybody the process, whatever. And then I got in my car for like spit game at the camera while driving, went over there, delivered it to him. And the title of the video was how to run a clothing brand out of your bedroom.
Yeah.
Because I made this shit out of my bedroom. But it was a vlog. But you notice how I dressed it up to be searchable? So that way people who don't know me will be click it. And I gained a lot of people because they clicked the video for the value and then they ended up getting to know me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Caught their attention, yeah.
So I'm really like addicted to like optimizing for search and engagement. And it all comes from, honestly, bro, like running around with like a chicken with its head cut off all my 20s.
Figure out what didn't work first.
And realizing, okay, this shit is not working. This shit is not like, because the thing is, bro, like when I transitioned from a videographer to a content creator, I had to not film with my camera, bro. When I first started, when I was like, okay, I'm about to start taking content serious, I was setting up my camera, like my 4K camera, like my equipment, setting it up, trying to do this, trying to do that. But since I didn't know what content was, it wasn't effective. It wasn't like I was adding too many steps to my process and I wasn't getting anywhere because filming high quality visuals, like what I was doing for years, is not creating content that drives community and engagement. Two totally different things. And I didn't know that. I thought, oh, I'm about to come into this content space with my camera and everybody's gonna be like, oh, he got the hardest quality, I'm gonna fuck with him.
Yeah.
That was not the case, bro. There was people that had iPhones that were dominating me.
Yeah.
And I have all this equipment, I got lights, so what I did was like, you know what? I have a 15 right here.
Yeah.
But at the time, I had an iPhone 7. This was like 2021. I had an iPhone.
Half of that is crazy.
I had an iPhone 7. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my quality,
Yeah.
and so I can just be efficient. I'm gonna start doing it on my phone because I could just film it, edit it, boom.
Yeah.
It made my workflow quicker. But that gave me the chance to understand and learn what content is. What drives watch time, what drives engagement, like, you know what I'm saying? So once I was able to learn the concept of like, this is what a piece of content is. Once I learned that, then I was able to pick up the camera because now I'm like, okay, now I can film exactly what I need. But I had to go from a camera to an iPhone 7. And I got my first 40,000 followers on TikTok on my iPhone 7. I'm at almost at 100K right now. I'm like at 93 or something. But the first 40,000 was on an iPhone 7.
We gotta have a 100K party.
For TikTok, not so much because like for YouTube, I'm not like almost 50K. I'm halfway there. But only because
On YouTube, that's impressive though. It's not easy to get.
it's not, bro. But with strategy, it is, bro. Most people, they don't have strategy when they try to get on YouTube, so it's very, very overwhelming. But if you have a strategy, like what I just showed you, like I had a very specific strategy of searching and then creating the content to package it. Like, bro, my SEO is so good that like I can go search the highest term, and if you scroll down in the shorts section, because now Google puts a section with shorts that are answering your question, because it used to be like links and then related questions and then long form YouTube videos. Now they've added a section where it's YouTube shorts. I'm on the front page for every cricket question, every heat transfer vinyl question, every heat press question. I'm on the front page, and what's dope is over the next couple years, because I made searchable content that is evergreen.
Years and years old. Yeah.
Bro, my best performing videos on YouTube are all 6 months old because it takes it a little bit.
Traction, yeah.
It takes it a bit. Like even when I do stuff with Golden, bro, we do stuff and it starts hitting like a month later.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it gives it a second for the algorithm to catch up. But because I made searchable content, it will forever live on there. And then right now where shorts are becoming a thing, that link is gonna, over the next year, 2 years, eventually, bro, shorts are gonna be in the first things that they put up. And because I already have the catalog there, they're gonna prioritize my content and make sure that my content gets viewed. So the stuff I'm doing right now, I'm doing it so I can benefit from it like 6 months to 12 months from now. But because I've been doing that for 2-3 years, I'm in the flow of already being blessed from the thing. But it took me the first 2 years. It took me the first 2 years of getting no traction. It was just upload. But once it hit, bro, all that content is now, you know what I'm saying? And I have my YouTube monetized. I have my affiliate links, and then I have my personal products that are attached to them. Yeah. Bro, I didn't post on YouTube for like 32 days, like a month and a half ago. That was the longest break I ever took. I just had a lot going on that month. But I didn't upload for 32 days. Bro, I think I still made like $1,200-$1,300 off of AdSense and affiliate off of the content that was just performing there for like 32 days without uploading any new content. But it's because I had a bunch of searchable content on there. You know what I mean? So that's just the strategy that I took. And
I learned something from you saying all that. So,
but you know what I'm saying? And like that's the method that I'm trying to teach like the new clothing brand owners is find out the things that your audience are involved in and just be searchable, especially in the beginning. Like now I can experiment, but like in the beginning, like you have to be searchable. Like this isn't 2012 where you can just upload a video and like it's a machine nowadays. And the scary part is right now is like people are learning slower. People are learning slower than how quick the game is moving. So that gap is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to like Patrick McDavid a lot, and he's like saying, he said that 2024 is the year that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I know what side I'm trying to be on.
I know it's. I want to be.
So I got to make sure I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I like came up in the whole, you know what I'm saying? The content game and shit.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's doing well for you, man. I'm super excited. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of people that can happen to them. Glad it's happening to you for sure.
Bro, I had to be resilient for it to happen.
Like I said, you have those scars. You know what I mean? So, and then, like I said, I know that. So if you're like, oh, like he just came, no, he did it. I've seen it. Like, I've seen it. Like that's why it's to have that extra somebody to tell people that. You know what I mean? I think that's what I earned. From that past 10 years, or how long we've been done it. So now people are like, oh no, he didn't.
Look at the data.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I've been doing it, so it's like you can't.
Bro, there's people that thought I died because like they didn't see me for 3 years. I'm like, it's because you're asleep.
Yeah.
You're not on it.
Yeah.
The second, bro, there's people, bro. I'm not gonna name any names, bro. There's people that don't like me. For whatever reason. Maybe their girl was watching my shit back in the day, or whatever. Like whatever the case may be. There's a lot of motherfuckers like that don't like me just because somebody they liked was looking at me, right?
A lot of girls.
Bro, there's people right now. I'm not gonna name any names because I'm like civil, right? Yeah. Bro, there's motherfuckers that don't like me that I saw that followed me on Instagram, and I'm like, why did this motherfucker follow me, right? Yeah. So I'm like, hell no, I gotta DM this person. I'm like, hey, bro, like, you know who this is, right? Like, I'm just making sure. And they were like, honestly, bro, yeah, but the thing is, I'm really trying to get into this space, and everywhere I go, you're just right there, bro.
I've had people who don't like me have clothes, and I'm like,
bro, it's because like they have to put their pride aside if they knew that they want to be successful in this space. Because I've dominated the search engine. Yeah. You go to any platform and try to search anything that's about starting, I'm gonna pop up eventually in your journey of searching stuff. So that happened to these people trying to get into this space. They're like, bro, everywhere I go, this motherfucker's right there. To the point where they're just like, I'm gonna just follow, bro, because I'm gonna come across him. And this is his space. You know what I mean?
Good.
At that point, I'm like, you know what, like, bro, we cool, because I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that most, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what, he's eating. I want to eat too. Yeah. Let me just, because I'm not a hater, bro. I'm an easygoing person, bro. You could like genuinely apologize to me.
I wouldn't like, forget though. You know what I mean? I forgive, but I would.
Oh, bro.
I wouldn't forget.
I let them run that fake love up all.
Like, straight up, like, who's your manufacturer? Get the hell out of here. Like, don't ever talk to me again. Like, I said we was cool. I didn't say you asked for my manufacturer. Holy crap. Like, do you ever people ask that? Where, look, can people ask? I'm like, nah.
Like, you know what I get a lot, bro? It's like,
ask
bro,
that's like asking for my social.
Because I'm on my platforms, I give so much information. Because on my platforms, I give so much information. I get people don't even realize how leechy they are in my messages. People will literally be like, "Hey, help me. Hey, do this for me." Yeah, like not even like, "Hey, bro, I love your content." And it's like because they're in the energy of like, "Oh, this person helps clothing brands. Okay, I'm entitled to it because that's what he does." You know what I'm saying? And I don't reply to those people. I reply to the people that are like, "Hey, bro,
genuine.
Your content helped me out so much, blah, blah, blah." Those people, bro, I will spend my time and have a whole conversation with them or like make sure that I can help them get it, you know what I'm saying, solve their problem. And those people are the people that will always come back and spend money with me. Mm-hmm. Always, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true.
We're gonna close this out. Shout out you guys' social media and all that good stuff so that way they know where to find you. It's gonna be linked all down below too.
You can follow the brand at Playsome Worldwide. You can follow me at Playsome J.
You follow me at Playsome Austin.
It's just perfect, easy like that. You just type in Playsome, you'll find it.
You'll find all of us. You'll find us.
And then I already shouted out Golden, but we're gonna do it again. Actually, come here, bro. Just say what's up real quick. I already said it. Come on. This is my boy. you're gonna see him a lot more. And bro, you know what I've been saying, bro? I've been saying unintentionally in my mind, bro. I swear, bro, I'm golden made on me, bro, because bro, you've helped me out so much and like opened up a whole new thing for me to build to my community that unintentionally I'm like, I'm golden made. That's dope, bro.
And honestly, bro, like I see all the value that not only you're providing your community, but you're pretty open and like, and thank you for taking your time. And
No, we appreciate being here in this space, man. Thank you.
the first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I'm sure they'll want you back too, which I'm totally open minded with
you have
bringing.
to come to the pop up when we do the pop up. Bring a camera. I mean, we can do something there. Get sit down and talk while in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Pop some champagne or something. So yeah.
Good. It didn't cut off, right? Okay.
I'm excited. Yeah.